Our previous song was all about that holy night which changed the world. We are indeed so blessed because God sent His only Son to be born in that lowly manger. And that's the next song we're going to sing. It's been chosen by many of you. Sudeshna, Soma, Baishali, Sunita, Piali and Labanya. Thank you for choosing this beautiful carol. Now, I don't know which version you want, so we're going to do both versions. In fact, not much is known about the history of this carol. It was first published in the 19th century, but it was up to the 20th century that people believed that the carol was the work of the famous Martin Luther, a German priest. And as a result of this, the carol was originally named Luther's Cradle Song. But of course, when historians looked through all of Luther's work, they didn't find any reference to this song or to the text itself. And so it was quite clear that he wasn't the writer of it. Nevertheless, it is now believed that the carol originated in the Evangelical Lutheran Sunday School collection. It was called The Little Children's Book for Schools and Families, and it was published in 1885. Now, when you look at the song, it's a beautiful rendition. It talks about that lowly manger because remember, if you go back and look at the Christmas story, there was a census. That meant, I'm sure you know what it means, but Mary and Joseph had to travel all the way to Bethlehem because Joseph came from the family of King David. And it was essential for them to make that journey even though she was heavily pregnant. But when they reached Bethlehem, the place was packed. There were no inns available. But one innkeeper had pity on the young couple. The only place that was left was among the donkeys and the sheep and the hay. But of course, I think the significance of it was that God sent His Son not to be born as a king, showing great wealth and pride, but He was born in a lowly manger, which means He came for the poorest of the poor, for the lowliest of us. None of us are perfect, but none of us are so fallen that we are beyond the reach of God's love. And so there was Jesus born in this manger with the stars and the hosts of heavens declaring His birth. And of course, the next stanza says that the little Lord Jesus, no crying He makes. We all know babies cry, but obviously this child was a special child, or that was the writer's interpretation of it. And then the verse also says, it becomes a prayer, where the children who are supposed to be singing this song ask Jesus to stay by their bedside and be with them and protect them till morning is nigh. And finally, the prayer ends off by asking the Lord to stay with them close by forever and love that child. The prayer continues, bless all the dear children in thy tender care. And the most important part is not just asking God to be with us here on earth, but to prepare us for the kingdom that He has gone to prepare and which He wants us to be a part of. And so we're going to sing two versions of the song. Both are the most popular compositions, the first being the Cradle Song by William J. Kirkpatrick, and the second one will go seamlessly from one tune into the other, and the second tune is Mueller by James R. Murray. So do sing with us as we raise our voices for Away in a Manger.
Little Lord Jesus
I'm sure we can picture that peaceful night away in the manger that Jesus was born and lay in. But the more important thing is he's no longer in the manger. He's not even on the cross. He's in heaven. And he's longing and waiting for you and me to be with him. May we always remember that and prepare our hearts for his coming. God bless and take care.